Maybe. I don't know. That would be perfectly fine with both of us.
Maybe
but on the other hand, it's nice to do something in our own right, that we're not a gimmick, we're not a device, Wicked in this show of Glee. You know, we're both actresses on our own. So it has nothing to do with any kind of planned agenda. It's just
have you guys talked about a Wicked movie?
yeah, I talk about it all the time. Like, no, I honestly haven't, they've already told the both of us that we'll be too, what is it, long in the tooth? Is that the expression? Which, you know, I thought was absurd until I was hired as Rachel's mother. So this year has been really good for me. Pregnant. No. What was the question?
You guys had talked about it.
Oh, the movie. Yeah. Now, this is my new idea is I tell the producers, just do it like Avatar. You know? And this amazing, gorgeous, exotic green woman, and it can be the essence of me and my voice and my, you know, my movement, and just less crow's feet.
I actually have a question from Twitter as well. Lisa in Western Pennsylvania asked if there's going to be a Wicked the movie. Are they making it, and have you been approached to play Alpha?
Oh,
yeah,
we just went there.
They are going to make one, but I think they're years away still. I think there's some kind of philosophy. If you have a really successful show on Broadway, they don't want to detract from the sales, so they wait. And there's all these rumors about it. I think they're meeting. They're starting to develop a script and get directors involved, but I think it's a ways away. So I would love to be involved, but maybe I'll play the Green Witch's mother by that time.
We Ren took like 10 years from.
Yeah, but what about Funny Girl? She got to do that and then go right into the movie, and I mean, you know, that's what I want him to do, but it'll be like Vanessa Hudgens.
Can you talk more about the experience of doing Rent as a film? You know, after having done it on stage personally.
Well, and it was 10 years.
Yeah.
Apart. Yeah. It was a reunion, honestly. It was so much fun. And to work with my husband again on a film. And we were missing a big counterpart, Daphne Rubin Vega. Rosario Dawson took over for her, and she's fantastic, and we love her. But, you know, she was my buddy, and she was a big part of the show. So that was a little odd. But for me, it was great because I had only done supporting roles in film. So when you're a supporting role, you come in for a couple days, maybe you come back a month later. You don't get stuck, get comfortable, you know. But with Rent, we were all together all the time, and I really could learn the science of filmmaking. I got to know the crew guys, so I could say, you know, what am I doing here? Are you close up? How should I play this? You know, just all the technicalities that I actually find really interesting. So that was great, and also just rediscovering it, having had 10 years of life experience. This was fun, how I approached the role. Back then, I was very much fly by the seat of my pants, and now I had more experience, and I felt like I enriched her, and she had more depth. I don't know if it came across the movie, but my process felt like it.
You mentioned sitting around.
It's okay.
You mentioned sitting around the piano with Jonathan Larson back in the Red days. Any great memories you want to share with us, or any special moments?
Well, one wasn't around the piano. We had took a lunch break, and I was just getting to know him, you know. And we were walking to, I think, would it be Thompson Square Park down near West Washington? Yeah. We were just going to take like sandwiches and sit on benches, and I was asking him about his process, and because he had just gotten grants, money to develop the show, and he had left the Moon Dance Diner, and he just said, I just know, he was just so positive, he just said, I know this is going to be something that's going to change your lives. That's how he said it. And then musically speaking, there was a duet written for my character and Joanne that was completely different than what's in the show, and once he got to know the both of us, he said, this is totally wrong, it doesn't show off your voices and your personalities, and so we never worked on that scene until about a week before dress rehearsal. He came in and I had sung When a Man Loves a Woman for my audition, so he made me sing that at the piano again in all different keys, and then he came in the next day and he had a song which sort of influenced by those chord changes and stuff, and then we sang, and that was Take Me or Leave Me. And then that's when Tay says he heard us sing it, and he said, ooh, I gotta get with that girl.
I have a beauty-related question for you
Sure.
from Twitter. How did you keep your face clean after all that green makeup from Wicked?
I didn't. I'd go to black tie events and someone would say, you have a little green behind your ear." But Neutrogena, I'm going to do a commercial right now. The orange, the only thing that took it off reliably was the orange Neutrogena pump. So, yeah.
They pay you to say that just now?
No, I wish they wouldn't even give me a commercial. I always say it. They don't give me any credit.
I have a Twitter follower and a big music theater fan asks where you keep your Tony, if it's anywhere special, little display case.
It's on like a shelf in the New York house, in the New York apartment, and it's next to my thank you note from Barbara Streisand. And on the other side is the actual playbill, the special playbill that they read my name from. It said, you know, leading actress in a musical and everybody, and then it was Renee Zellweger and Rob Marshall who gave it to me, so that was really cool. And they said you could keep this, so it's like this cardboard playbill thing that's next.
Have you ever rewatched that clip on YouTube?
Yeah.
And what do you think when you watch it? I watched it yesterday.
You did? I think it was good. I think it was heartfelt and in the moment and somewhat lucid. I mean, it was, for me, the reason I watch it is because that day was really special because I had, you know how like you just starting to get a pimple and if you leave it alone it'd be fine, but if you're like going through something you can start to go at it and go at it. Okay, well all week I was going at it and I made a mockery of myself and I'm at Bikram Yoga that morning of the Tonys, and who wants to look in the mirror at yourself when you've like squeezed the hell out of your face and you have to look beautiful later on? And the thing with the green makeup is like, is this too much information? Maybe that's why Neutrogena is like, anyway, the green makeup always stuck in anything that you didn't want it to, you know? So if you took it off, you'd have like this green wart, which is like, I'm a witch all day long. But anyway, so I came home, so I left yoga early because I couldn't concentrate. I didn't want to look at my face, and Tay was napping in the bed, and I got in and I had one of those meltdowns where like the snot was just rolling out of my nose, and he was bare-chested and I was laying and the snot was like getting on his chest, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. My agent said, you know, don't be the self-deprecating person that you are and assume you shouldn't write a speech. You have a chance at winning. And I said, but I don't want to, you know, what's the word?
Jinx it.
Jinx it, thank you. And I was just like, I don't want to jinx it. I don't know what I would say. And he said, well, let's go through it. You know what? If you won, well, you know. And we went through the list, and everything that I said pretty much is exactly what we did that time. And he always gives me so much credit for remembering it. Just earlier. And they covered up my zip.